hope everyone had a fantastic New Year. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas. I did realise that when I did my last video, I didn't actually say at the end of it, Merry Christmas to everyone, or to have a really, really good Christmas. So I do apologise. So you'll have to excuse me. I was at a friend's house last night. We had like 20 people. It's the 1st of January today, just so you know. I went to a party last night. Party was like a house gathering. Georgia Dogs was playing, dogs as they call it. Football, if anyone in the UK is on here, it's like a massive, massive thing. Georgia are #1 in the country. It's college football. College football is bigger than NFL, is bigger than anything. It's absolutely huge. And they won last night by 1 point, and they were playing Ohio. And it was like literally gripping to the end, and everyone was screaming at the TV, me included. I don't have a voice anymore. So if I keep clearing my throat, I do apologise. But yeah, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. It's so exciting. I've got so many plans this year. I mean, I'm hoping in January my barn goes up. I've got people flooding me with asking me if I've got any availability for boarding or, you know, therapy or retirement livery when I'm up and running, which is fantastic. So I think as soon as everything goes up, I'm just going to be mentally busy, which is amazing. I'm so glad that I've only got 10 stalls going up as well, because it means that me and one other person can deal with that. So that's fantastic. What else? I'm still getting all the paperwork together from immigration perspective. They literally want your inside leg measurement. It's absolutely crazy, the information they want. But I feel that the information they want, I'm able to do. So I have got loads to show you. I've done actually quite a lot of stitching in the last couple of weeks. I'm really quite pleased with myself, including the fact that, you know, I've had to be doing so much on the business side of things. I've got 3 horses to look after daily now, which doesn't really take much. It's literally feeding them. They've got hay in the field, so I don't really have to do much. But this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my monthly update, which is what this is. I'm also then going to talk about my plans at the end of it. Now, I was originally going to do the monthly update and then plans. And then, because it's the 1st of the month, everyone needs a whip parade, right? They want to know what we're doing, like what I'm stitching on. So I'm going to do a whip parade separately. That's probably going to be over an hour. So I would say, like, you know, settle in, get some stitching. And I'm going to talk about my plans today at the end of this video. So I have got 3 WIPGO boards this year. 3 WIPGO boards this year. Call me crazy. I'm also doing the SAL, the Trees Maybe Do It SAL, with one of our like beautiful sexy ladies, and I'll show you that in a minute. I am also doing the Fanatics, the full coverage Fanatics. So I'm contending with that, but I'm kind of like slipping that in. So if something comes up that I should be doing on one of my WIPGO boards, say for example, one of my WIPGO boards I think has come up. Actually, one of the things came up in January is you have to stitch on something for 500 stitches that's got red in it. So I am doing, and I'll show you in a minute, I am doing a Santa and I don't know what it is, Santa and a snowman from Heaven and Earth Designs, and that's got red in it. And so I'll be working on that one. So I've got lots and lots of plans, lots of things to show you. I have a little bit of haul. Some of it hasn't come in yet, obviously, because it's the holidays. Some of it has, so I can show you, which is great. So let's get started. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to show you what I bought this month. So I don't know if anyone knows, but Teresa Little Stitcher is doing a Teresa Maybe Do It sale. So I think I've got like 24, 25 whips on the go at the moment, and I need another whip, like a hole in the head. Oh, I have a finish as well. I have a finish. I've got a FO. It's not fully finished yet because I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not 100% how I feel about it, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. So I have a finish, guys. Literally, I couldn't believe it. I've got a finish. So what I'm going to do is show you what I bought this month, and then we'll go straight into the whips and what I've been working on. So the first thing that I did is I bought my sexy lady. It's a Mirabilia for Teresa Made Me Do It Sal. This is what I'm going to be working on. It is, I think it said Royal, it's Royal, I don't even know what it's called. Bear with. Royal Games 1. So they've got a Royal Games 2 on this one as well. The only thing is it's a paper chart, and but like some of it is like really bulky. So look at that sort of bulk stitching. How amazing is that? So I feel like I'm going to be able to get some of this done, you know, really quite quickly. It's going to be a whip that's going to be, you know, worked up really quick. I have been having some issues with my car. I don't know whether I've been having issues with my car or whether I am just completely clueless when it comes to four-wheel drives. So the last couple of days, it's been really wet. The last week, 2 weeks, and I am considering what I've been going through. I'm really shocked at the amount of stitching I got done. Now, let's just go back to what I was talking about. So my car has been having issues, and I needed a new battery. Honestly, the car's done 200, it's a 4x4. It's done 222,000 miles. So it's had its fair whack of mileage. The battery looks like it's the battery that was in there from the beginning. So that, and the amount, honestly, the amount of corrosion was unbelievable. So that got whipped out. I replaced that. And where it's been so wet, my fields are literally turning into like mudslides. It's awful. And I have an issue with turning my car from four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive. And in fact, when I was on my way to my friend's house yesterday, I could not get the damn thing out of four-wheel drive. So I'm rocking down the road with my hazards on at like 15 miles an hour, because you can't really go much more than that on four-wheel drive because it's high torque. Is it high or low torque? One of them anyway. And it's basically it has to have, I've got high four-wheel drive and low four-wheel drive, and it was on low, which meant that like your revs are really low. And so I'm like literally down the road. I had this copper literally came around me, put his lights on. I genuinely thought he was going to stop me and actually like see if I wanted some help. Well, actually, first I thought he was going to breathalyze me because it's in the day. I wasn't drinking. I don't drink and drive. I stayed at my friend's last night. But he literally put his lights on and then he carried on going. I kid you not. He literally was like, bye. You know, I don't care that you got something wrong with your car. I mean, I really don't know what was going on. So anyway, he didn't stop. But I managed to get to my friend's. They managed to get my car out of four-wheel drive. They had to like back it up, make it go forward, then back it up, make it go forward. And apparently like sometimes when you put it in reverse, it clicks. But it didn't do that kind of, you can feel when it goes out of four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive because it kind of goes clonk. And then you're like, oh, okay, we're back into two-wheel drive. And then, you know, when you put your foot on the accelerator, the thing actually moves. So I'm not really too sure what's going on with my car at the moment. I know it's due for an oil change, which is having it done on Friday. But it's just been like a little bit of a nightmare. Everything has been like really skiddy outside. And I have completely and utterly forgot the whole entire point of what I was getting to. So I can't even remember. What was my point? Literally. Okay, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of those days. Anyway, so Mirabilia, I'm starting this on today. It's the first. So today is the first day that we start this. So that's why this video is great for coming out. I also purchased my threads. I've got all my threads for it. I bought some more of these. I don't know where. I thought I had the whole pack of Annie's Keepers somewhere. But right, so all these Annie's Keepers. I purchased some more of these. I've got 200 of them. I love Annie's Keepers, okay? And I generally purchase sort of 200 at a time. And what I'm finding is the shipping. I'm in America, and the company that produce them, sell them, is in America. They're only in Colorado. Denver, I think they are. And their shipping is $16, over $16 for shipping. And I kid you not, I buy loads of stuff from 123 Stitch that is bigger, more heavier packaging. And it costs me like $3 in shipping. Same in the UK. I get a lot of my materials, my fabric from Wool Warehouse. And that has got to come over to the States. and my shipping is half the cost it costs for them to like ship it from Denver. I don't know. I don't know. So I decided to go online. I spoke to some people about it, and I've ordered 1,000 like little labels that you can then attach to these little things, and so like they're like cardstock, but they're, you know, they're brilliant for like just being able to kind of put everything together and get all your threads together ready to go. I'm really annoyed that I don't know what was the reason for my oh yeah, no, that was it. Okay, so my point is I do not want to be working on this pattern. I want to be able to what do you call it, photocopy it, and I haven't got a big enough photocopier to blow it up, and then I can use that as a working thing. But because I'm having issues with my car, I don't want to go all the way over to Conyers, which is about 25 minutes from me, to do that. And I don't know if it's open today anyway. In the UK, pretty much not much is open on New Year's Day. Apart from like, actually retail. Yeah, Office Depot is retail. So I don't know. But so I am going to be working on this. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of it first. I'm going to take a picture of it first, and then I'm going to blow it up, and I'm going to use that until I get to Office Depot. So anyway, that was the point of my car being an issue, that I can't get to Office Depot and blow this up, which is really annoying. I was hoping to do that. So that is the first thing I bought. The second thing I bought was the threads. The third thing I bought was my Annie's Keepers. I've bought 3 new sets of my CXC threads because I'm running out. I've run out pretty much. Everything that I've kitted up, because I've kitted up 2 projects this month. I'll show you more in a second with one of my other ones. But I'm rapidly running out. So every single thing I'm going to, I had the colour, but now that colour is obsolete. I haven't got it anymore. So I've ordered 3 full sets of CXC threads, and I ordered 1 full set of 1 to 35 because I still got a couple of them. So I'll have 3 of everything, which is kind of what I like to keep it at. So that is my haul. I'm going to put my heater on because it's freezing in here. Talk about freezing. We had an Arctic blast over the last 2 weeks, and when I woke up, most days that I woke up, it was -degrees in here. And I woke up one day and it was -6 degrees. Now, people in the UK can appreciate that because they'll understand centigrade, but I think -6 degrees is like 20 Fahrenheit. It was freaking freezing. I had no water because my pipes are frozen. Luckily, touch wood, none of my pipes have burst, but it's just been really, really difficult to get into the mood of stitching when you're absolutely freezing. I'm going to put my heater on. If this bugs anyone, if it's too loud, let me know for next time and I'll make sure that it's not on. But temperature drops a little bit and I'm a little bit cold. So, right, I'm going to crack on with the whips, and I'm going to do it in the order that I've got them here, and then I'll talk about my WIPGO boards, which is really exciting. I haven't eaten today. If my tummy goes, I will apologise. I bought some mint thins the other day from Kroger, and I've got a cup of tea, so I've chucked a couple of them down my throat. I've got my cup of tea to keep me going, and yeah, so anyway, let's get going. So I have just done my to-do list for everything I need to do for my visa, and now I've completely lost all my information for my whips. Bear with me one moment. What have you done with that? Oh dearie me. I mean, it's not a biggie if I can't. Oh, here we go. So, right. I did 4,615 stitches this month. Well, actually, no, this was the last 2 weeks because I did 2 weeks of it when I was in Florida. I don't know if anyone remembers. So that's not bad going. That's all right. I have opened up my beautiful little plastic wallets for you because no one likes to hear that. The first one I'm going to show you is my Resistance is Futile. Beautiful. And this month I did, look at those bands. Are they not beautiful, or are they not beautiful? I worked on this for 2 days. I did 618 stitches and I am at 27.54%. I'm doing it in the colourway 917, which I will show you now. 917, really gorgeous hot pink colour. So I've got loads of these. I think it's absolutely stunning. I'm working on this on 28 count 2/2, and it is, what is it? I think it's oh, what is it? It's white, but it's like I don't know what they call it, something snow. Something snow. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's one I purchased from Wool Warehouse. And so this is where you saw it last time you saw it. And this is where I am now. Oops, hang on. I'm gonna mow. I swear it's gonna be one of those videos today, honestly. Okay, so I had to unpick a lot of this because I didn't realise that there was an issue on Pattern Keeper where there was a page break. So I unpicked a load, and then I've just worked here and around here. Obviously I need to fill in sort of the gaps, but I'm just working from left to right. And that is what I've done so far. So let me see if I can come out. Yeah. Looking gorgeous. Don't you just love that colour? Absolutely. Sparkle Snow. Sparkle Snow. Sparkle Snow is the colour of the fabric. So it's just basically a white 28 count 2/2 on Sparkle Snow. And yeah, so that is my first project that I worked on over the last couple of weeks. I just don't know where to put these now because I need to clean my floor because my cats have been traipsing in the mud from outside. I don't want to go in all over my fabric, so I think I'll just stick it there. Right, so the second one I worked on was, his name is Jesus, and this is my Sunday stitching that I was collaborating with Tara at One Stitch at a Time. So it's this one here. I'm not doing that anymore with her because she put me to shame and she finished it. I think she was doing it as a gift for one of her family members. I think her mother-in-law, I have a feeling. So I worked on this one for 2 days because obviously there was 2 Sundays. I did 197 stitches and I'm at 48.14%. I'm not happy with the amount that I achieved on this, I'm not going to lie. There was a couple of words that I didn't quite finish. I would have liked to have done more, but there wasn't really a hell of a lot of time. I'm stitching this one on 32 count Sparkle Snow 2/2. This is where you saw it last time. And this is where we are at to now. So I finished this word. Hang on. I didn't finish this word. I didn't finish this word. I didn't finish this word either. But I think I did. I don't know. I can't even remember now. I think I did that. I can't remember. What else did I do? Oh, I did that. Definitely. That's new. Yes, I do know what I've got to go in and finish these. I don't know why I just go on to something else before I finish these. But I think what I'm going to do, like going forward, is I'm going to move my Q-snap that way so that I can get that word in. Hang on, or that saying in, because it kind of goes along here. And then I'm going to finish everything on this side. And then I'm going to move my Q-snap and then finish everything on this side. So that's what I'm going to do for this. So this is, like I said, stitched on 32 count 2/2. My Sunday stitching, and I am doing this in the colourway, it's my little Annie's Keepers 3688, which is the one in the middle, 3727, which I believe is this colour here, the light one, and 3687, which is this beautiful funky kind of raspberry colour. So that is the colourway that I am doing that in. So that is the second one that I worked on this month. Quite pleased with the progress. I'm at 48.14%, so I'm almost half. which is great. So the next one I worked, oh, I love this one. I love this one. The next one I worked on is, right, so just to let you know, Long Dog, the Resistance is Futile is a Long Dog sampler. I don't know why I didn't tell you that. His Name is Jesus was it's something you had to do a newsletter, sign up for a newsletter. I can't remember. I work on it weekly though, so it'll be on my last video. Honestly, it's gone. My head is so fuzzed from last night. Literally, I didn't get to bed until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I will, if I don't think about it, if I don't think what it is in this video, I will then link it or, you know, put it in the thing. But anyway, so my next one is Heaven and Earth Designs. And I feel like I need to slow down. I feel like I'm rushing through this. Okay, chill. I think it's because I'm like all out of sorts today, literally. I never spend a night away from the horses. The cats I locked in my RV, and then I literally panicked that there's an electrical fault, the whole thing goes up. I was panicking last night that one of the horses was going to get out because I've got a horse, not mine, but my friend's horse that I regularly find on the other side of the fence, and I don't know how she gets out. So I was just stressing last night about being away from home. The plan wasn't to stay away last night. The plan was to come home, but then I was having major issues with my car, so I didn't end up coming home. So don't feel like I've really slept. Yeah. So anyway, this one is stunning. One of my favorites. It is Quick Stitch, A Stitch in Time, Sweet Life. It's part of that bigger one, A Stitch in Time, and it is chartered by Heaven and Earth Designs. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So I worked on this one for 5 days and I got 650 stitches in it. Okay, 5 days is not amazing, but I'm at 3.96%. I am stitching this on 20 count 1/1 with my beautiful CXC threads. This is where you saw it last time. And this is where I'm at now. So yeah, I've got all of my part threads down here. I'm just literally filling in the gaps and then just moving it down. So I'm doing it page by page. So page, and then I'll move across to the next page, and then move across to the next page. But I love doing this one. I think the coverage is amazing. It's 20 count, easy count, I think it's called. 1/1. I think this fabric has been purchased by, I want to say Wool Warehouse, either Wool Warehouse or 123 Stitch. They are the two companies that I get my fabrics from because their shipping is amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, the only reason that I don't feel like I've got a lot of my stuff from 123 Stitch at the moment is because it's holiday season, and you know what, they deserve a holiday as well, so I'm not too bothered about that. That's absolutely fine. But on my next video, I will have some haul to show you, so that's exciting. So, yeah. Quick Stitch, Sweet Life, 20 count. I don't even know if I said this is what you saw last month. I think I just went and showed you, but anyway. So, I will, if I did or didn't, I will make sure that I put a picture up to the side of it. Again, just on how this video is going today. Yeah, I hope my whip parade's going to be a lot better. I'm sure it will be, but thing is, I've got so much to do today. It's one of those things that it's not that I don't have time to do this video. It's that it's the 1st January. I want to get this video done. I want to get my whip parade done. I want to get it all edited and uploaded, and I want to start stitching on my my sal. So I've just got so much to do today. So I feel like I'm literally rushing through this, and for that I really apologize. I really apologize. I'm going to slow it down, slow it down. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 11 o'clock. Okay, so my next one is my new start. So this was my start for, was it my birthday start? I've got a feeling that it was my birthday start, and I don't even know why I started a Christmas one on my birthday. Probably because actually my birthday's around Christmas. It's 8th of December. And I don't really have a hell of a lot of Christmassy things, themed things. I think I've got like 2 or 3. This one I can't show you previous because it's a first time I've worked on it. This is a stunning one by Heaven and Earth Designs. It is called Ornament Santa and Frosty. Look at that, how stunning is that? I absolutely love it. And the artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. I'm actually loving a lot of her artwork. I think she's absolutely beautiful. I'm stitching this one on 20 count 1/1 with my beautiful CXC threads. And I've got loads. This is one that I am going to be working on the 26th of the month. So I will talk about it a bit more when I go through sort of plans. But on the 26th of the month, 26th or 25th? I think the 25th. Because 25th is Christmas Day, right? I was going to do it for like the 25th of the month. So it's like my Christmas stitch. So yeah, so I'm going to do this on the 25th. Now, because I am only working on the top bit at the moment, like this bit here, you can't really see much because it's white on white. So the fabric is the 20 count easy count. Again, 1/1. I'm going to see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see. You can see a tiny, tiny, tiny bit there. So the majority of this has been stitched in, and then this bit here. I have worked on this one for, oh, how long did I work on it for? Bear with. 2 days, and I did 270 stitches, and I'm at 0.68%. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with that one. So like I said, I didn't have one to show you last month on that one, but I can show you what I've done this month. So that is that one. Right, the next one, I feel like really disappointed in this one. Yesterday I had someone come and help me with my car. I needed to get a new battery, so I spent pretty much most of the day out yesterday sorting out my car and everything like that. I then had to get some shopping because I was going around my friend's house for a New Year's Eve, so I didn't really get a lot of stitching time on this one. So I was going to work on it the day before yesterday and the day before that, and I think I only worked on it one day. This is the Enchanted Snowman, again a Donna Gelsinger one, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Absolutely love this one. Her artwork is amazing. I did one day, I only did 60 stitches literally, which is really rubbish. I also, on that day, I know I had to do a lot of my financial work as well, visa stuff. So my visa stuff is actually taking precedence over my stitching at the moment because it is so important that I gather all the information I need for my immigration lawyer. But anyway, so Enchanted Snowman, I did 60 stitches. This is where you saw it last month. And this is where I am at now. I'm doing this again on 20 counts, 1/1. Easy. I think the 20 count 1/1 is my new favourite. You cannot see where I stitch anything on this because, I mean, I didn't even stitch this one. This one was going to be the first one to go in because that's like a rogue parked thread. But I didn't even do that. I feel like I've let myself down. But not all is lost because it may have come up on my WIPGO board this month. We will see. So that's what I did on that one. Yeah, I am loving this. I do need to stitch on this more, 100%. I am just really disappointed I didn't get more stitchy time on it. But like I said, I've been trying to juggle 50 things with, like, you know, car immigration and everything. It's been a little bit of a nightmare. Okay. The next one I'm going to show you is one that I am actually pretty proud about. I'm just gonna like sort this out so you can see it better. So bear with 1 second. This is my beautiful, beautiful twisted band sampler. And it's by Northern Expressions. Oh my gosh, Northern Expressions. It's one that you guys have seen before, and I'm doing it sort of band by band. Let me see if I can, that's a bit better. Bear with one sec. I absolutely love working on this one. It's the normal like cross stitch one. I got it off Etsy. Bear with one second. So this is my beautiful project. Obviously you can't see all of it because most of it is at the top. So this is the beautiful band sampler. So you can only see at the moment from like a little bit of the orange downwards. But I'm doing this one on 28 count 2/2. Again, it's on my beautiful sparkle snow fabric from Wool Warehouse. And my main aim for this one was to do one band. So usually when I work on this, I do one band. Now, I worked on this for 6 days and I did 2,720 stitches, and I am at 73.92% complete on this. I am going to have some completions in 2023. Okay, so here we are. This is what it looked like last month. And this is where I am now. Boom. So I think I was, okay, yeah, so I think I was here. I was doing these flowers here, which is one colour, which is basically one band. And guess what? I did a second band and I got those done. And I did a third band. So I'm completely colour complete on this, on 2 of those colours now. I'm colour complete on that one. I'm colour complete on that one. And now I am into the blues. Look how gorgeous that is. How stunning is that? I absolutely love this. I'm working with the Olvera Soie silks, which I absolutely love working with. One thing I notice about CXC is I don't get a lot of knotting. I found when I was working with DMC, not only is it a very, very thin thread, way thinner than CXC, so doing 1/1 on 20 count is perfect for CXC. I found not only that it was thin, it broke a lot, but also I was constantly getting knots with my work. I was constantly having to kind of unknot everything, but these are so beautiful to work with that they don't knot. They are just stunning. And if anyone wants to see my back, because I know how you all feel about backs, here we are. I'm not going to show you the backs of my other ones because they're like absolute car crashes, but I think that's quite neat, isn't it? I mean, not that I'm actually a person that doesn't give 2 flying birds what my back looks like. I couldn't care less, because at the end of the day, when it's, you know, all been framed and you've got like a backer on it and it's on the wall, no one is going to see it. So it doesn't really matter what the back looks like unless you're going to enter it into a competition. So I am one of those who doesn't care about what the back looks like, but I am quite impressed with that back because it's one that I was able to keep quite neat. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So that was my second to last whip that I worked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I worked on 7 whips in 2 weeks. I mean, that's not bad going. And on one of my projects, I got over 2,000 stitches. I mean, that's cool, man. That's cool. Okay, bear with one sec. I love this cup. It says, I crochet so I don't kill people. I really need a cup that says, I cross stitch so I don't kill people. Okay, right, so my last one, my finale is, and I left the best to last, ta-da, my winter by Cricut Collection. I have got something to show you last month on this one. I did put this one in my WIPGO boards as well. When I talk to you more about them, I'll explain what happened. But they had to rapidly get taken out. I think I left them as something else. But I put this on my WIPGO board and then I completed it. I completed it. I think I did about 100 stitches. I can't tell you because it's not in Pattern Keeper. It's done on so I think I've told you before, I left my pattern at my mum's, and so, but luckily I kind of printed off or photocopied a working copy of this. So like literally that's how it comes. The pattern comes like, yeah, so lots of pieces of paper. But I really don't like working with bits of paper. It drives me potty, drives me loopy. So I bet you're really excited to see this, aren't you? So I worked on this one, how many days? I think only one day actually. There wasn't a lot to do. And like I said, I think I got about, I think I got about 100 stitches done on it. And it was one of those ones that I'm not absolutely loving it. I'm not loving the fabric, because I'm finding that even though it's 28 count, I'm finding that the holes are really almost weak. I can't really explain it. I'm not loving the colour. I'm not loving the finish. I think that I would change the colour up on this, and I would do it on 32 count, because there are no beading or anything. It's not like a Mirabilia where you realistically want to do it on 28 count because of your beads. Beads don't sit very well on a 32 count fabric, in my opinion. And actually that's what a lot of people have said. Like, if you're going to do a Mirabilia, do it in 28 count because it makes the beading a lot easier. But let me show you. So this is where it was last time you saw it. And this is where I am now. Finished. Ta-da! So this is done on I think it's called Cumulitis by Cumulitis. Chromatic Alchemy. This is one of the fabrics that I purchased in, God, I think it was the UK, but like ages ago. One of the reasons I don't absolutely love it is all of these little snowflakes. You can't really see them. It's not, I feel like, see, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and I think there's one up here as well, somewhere like that. But it doesn't pop, and the snowman doesn't absolutely pop on this either. So I'm feeling like, call me crazy. I'm feeling like I want to redo this one. Now, I'm not going to just diss this one and chuck it in the bin. What I might do though is I might get it framed, cleaned and framed, and give it to a friend. But I'm feeling in myself that what I want to do is I want to put the winter, autumn, summer and spring all on the same fabric, but a fabric that kind of complements all four of them, and where the white will pop a little bit. So I used all the colourful threads in this, except the snowflakes, because the snowflakes I've done in B5200. I don't know what colour they call for, but they also call for Krennic. I shipped Krennic out literally the minute I started working with it. I started on the snowflakes with the Krennic, because I think the snowman also had Krennic going through it, and I was like, nah, there is no way on God's green earth am I doing Krennic. I absolutely hate working with it. So I thought, in order for my snowflakes to pop a little bit, I would work on it using B5200, and they're just not really popping. They're not really popping. I'm a little bit disappointed in it. It's taken me like 100 years to get this finished. I don't even know when I started this. On my whip parade, I will tell you. Will I tell you when I started it? I don't know. I think I'm going to go back to the beginning of the year and show you what my progress was up until then, and then like what my progress is now. So, but I know that I've been working on this for more than 2 years. And that's really disappointing, considering it's not a big project, really. I mean, I love it. I love it. I loved working on it, but I don't absolutely love working on 28 count. I'm not going to lie. I feel that the holes are just too flimsy, almost like they're too big. And I much prefer working on a 32 count. This is also opalescent fabric. Most of my stuff, in fact, everything that is not full coverage, or that, yeah, so basically everything that's not full coverage is in an opalescent fabric. And that's true because I just love a bit of sparkle. I love a bit of sparkle. So when I talk to you about my beautiful queen, my Mirabilia, I will explain to you, I don't even know where she's gone, there, what fabric she's going to be on. Because I've got beading, I'm having to do her on 28 count. Not absolutely loving that, but it is what it is. So I'm starting her today. That's exciting. So, right, let's talk about, that's all of my haul, and that is all of my whips. So let's talk about plans. Now, it is the first of the month today. So I do need to be working on this beauty. I'll be working on her today. Like I said, I'm going to take a picture of the pattern, maybe even the top bit, and then I'm just going to you know, work on that, print it out, work on that, and then once I've photocopied this to make it bigger, then I'll be able to do that. So let's talk about WIPGO, full coverage fanatics. I think that's it. So I'm doing the Cell full coverage fanatics and WIPGO. That is enough, believe me. So my boards, what I have done is I have 3 boards. I have one that is for all of my projects that are over 25%, because I'm on a roll now to want to get some of my projects finished. So anything that is over 25%, it doesn't matter how big it is, as long as it's got over 25% completion, it's gone on my WIPGO board. So that is the first one. The second one is anything that is over 100,000 stitches. That has gone on my second WIPGO board. And then the next one is anything under 100,000. So yeah, I know, I'm a bit crazy. I don't even know what's happened there. Like, what's happened with my table there? Crazy. So anything under 100,000, that's my next WIPGO boards. Now, I'm going to discuss these individually because I just think that they need to be discussed individually. And we're going to start with the ones that are, hang on, I need to cross my legs, sorry. Oh, gosh. My WIPGO board for 2023 that is over 25%. So on this board I have my Bumblebee. So I've kind of put in like a crazy bit. So that's my WIPGO board. I'm going to leave it up there a bit so you can actually have a look at it. So it's Bumblebee. I'm actually looking at this backwards. Complete 746, is it? Grace faces, I need to do 500 stitches. The only reason I've got 500 stitches in that is because I'm so close to a finish. Then I've got my bookcase, colour complete, 823. His name is Jesus, what? His name is Jesus? Where is that? Where did I even read that? Hang on, what am I doing? His name is Jesus. Oh. Okay, I'm reading it backwards. Okay, so I'm, because I'm seeing it from the back, I need to start from this side. So, I'm sorry. So, bookcase, colour complete 314. His name is Jesus, 500 stitches. Bookcase, colour complete 823. Grace face is 500. Bumblebee, colour complete 746. So, this is kind of like how I'm doing my board this time. I have got a free space. Now, obviously, because winter was on here as well, I had winter there and winter there. So now what I've done is, because going forward I've got my build of my barn as well, if that ever happens, that's another story. I decided to leave those, I decided to take winter out and leave those as free spaces. The reason being is because I've got on here a lot of them, like Resistance is Futile or Grace Faces 500 stitches. So in my head, I'm thinking, if I don't quite finish that, then I've got like a lifeline. I've thrown myself a lifeline to say, okay, Holes, you didn't quite get enough stitches done on that one. So here's like basically another day that you can work on it and you can get your 500 stitches. I've gone through all of my individual projects and I have put in there, like I said, like the colour completes and things like that. That gets my stitch count up. The Bumblebee, I'm like 80% plus done. Grace Face, I'm like 80% plus done. I think I'm about 85% on that. Twisted Band Sampler, again, like 1 band. Resistance is Futile. That's a bit of an anomaly. I've got 1,000 stitches, but do you know what? Because it is one colour, it's a monochromatic piece. I reckon that I can do 1,000 stitches because it's all in one place. So that's great. Peacock Love, 500 stitches. So some of these are like next to each other. So I've got bookshelf there and bookshelf there. Now, just to kind of like mix things up a little bit, when I was looking at putting my board together, I didn't want to just put down, you know, what I wanted to do on what day. So, excuse me, what I did with this is I worked out how many times each project is going to come off my WIPGO board. So how many projects I had and how many days. And I think I've got like 6 projects, 6, 12, 18, 20. So I think most of them come up 4 times. Now what I did is I went onto that Spin app that I've got on my tablet, and I put every single project that I've got in 4 times on my Spin thing. Then I shuffled it and then I span it. So the first one that came up went into my first space. The second one that came up went in my second space, third space, fourth, fifth, so on and so forth. So that is how that I've arranged my WIPGO boards. Now I have done exactly the same thing on the one that is under 100,000 stitches. So bookshelf, as you can see on here, is colour complete, 1 colour. It's on my ones that is over 100,000 stitches because there's over 100,000 stitches on it, but it's also over 25% complete, so it's on my other WIPGO board as well. So that might come up a bit, and I just thought that this is a really, really, really good way of those pieces that are very close to finishing. Again, Bumblebee, I'm over 80%. Grace Face, I'm over 80%. His name is Jesus. I don't even know how many. His name is Jesus. How much? Okay, no, I'm 48% on that. Twisted Band Sampler, I'm at over 70% on that. This is a way that I can really get some good strong finishes this year. I've had one finish in the past couple of years, and yes, it's drove me to insanity, but I'm a serial starter, and I think that's where my problem is. That is where my problem lies. I've got to stop starting stuff. Anyway, I love starting stuff. I love new stuff. So that is how I'm going to do that. So Resistance is Futile. It's come up a few times. I've got it here. It's come up twice. I've also got it on my over 25% complete. So I think that's going to get stitched up pretty quickly. And then my over 100,000 stitches. I think I've got like 4 or 5 different ones on here. So the ones that are mega are Pink Peonies, Bountiful Bookshelf. I think I've got like 726,000 stitches on that one, like, oh, crazy. Alternative Reality, Delightful Waltz, the one that is 20 count, the large one. Gobbler Farm, and Henry VIII. And I believe that they are, I think they are the ones that are sort of my biggest ones. So this month, 6 and 10, I believed, was called for WIPGO this month. I think it was 6 and 10. I'm going to say it was 6 and 10. I think it was. So that means that this month I'm going to be doing 300 stitches on Stormy, which is this beauty here. Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is from Critter Valley. So this is my Stormy, and I'm doing this one on fabric that I've dyed myself. And because it's on a frame already, I can't show you because it's over there. But if you stay tuned, my next video will be coming up, and that will be a whip parade. So I'll be able to show you. So I've got to do 300 stitches on that. And the only reason I said 300 stitches on this is because the confetti is like mind-boggling. It's just unbelievable. And I think that if I set this too high, I'm probably going to not achieve you know, that goal, and B, I'm going to get bored and I'm going to want to go on to something else. And the thing with me is that if I find that I'm not going to achieve it, I just get bored and go on to something else, and I'm just like, I just give up. So by making my stitch count less by saying, okay, you only have to put 300 stitches in this, even if it is 150 stitches for 2 days. That is a lot of an easier goal to achieve than say 500 stitches on something that takes me like 10 days to do, because honestly, I can't even tell you, it's probably one of the patterns that I've got that is the worst confetti. I've never seen a pattern like it. Literally, I don't even know where I started, but I've started now, so I'm going to finish. So that's the first one that came up. The second one that came up is Enchanted Snowman, and I'm glad that this one came up because I've still got it on my Q-snap. This is the one that I was really disappointed with, that I didn't have many stitches done. This is the Donna Gelsinger, so I can really put some meat onto this one. This is the one that's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So I've got to do 500 stitches on that, which I absolutely think is achievable because the confetti on that isn't so bad. So that is my under 100,000 stitches. My next one, which is over 25%, is I've got to put 500 stitches into Resistance is Futile, and that one there. And then my Twisted Band sampler, I need to do one more band. Fantastic. Twisted Band sampler, one more band. I'm at, I'm starting the blue. So I've finished the green now. So my one band would be this one. And you know what? I'm going to see how it goes this month, because if I feel that I can do another one, start this one, then great. But I am going to see how it goes. So I'm going to start with the first band, which is this one. And if I feel that I can go crazy, bearing in mind there's like 1900 stitches in this colour, so I'm not sure how that will go. But I might leave this one to last. This one might be the one that I do towards the end of the month, so I can see, or once I've worked on everything else, so I can see kind of where I am, and if I actually have the time to do, you know, all of that stitching, or whether I'm like, do you know what, I've only got time enough to do that one small band. But it's fine because I only have to do one band, so that's fine. That's fine. The next one is Resistance is Futile, which is that beautiful pink one that I have absolutely no idea where it is. What have you done with it? Resistance is Futile. Where are you? Oh, right back, right underneath. So long dog sampler. I need to do 500 stitches on that one. So I'm working on here, I think this one here. So I should then be able to get quite a decent amount in there. So that's good. And 500 stitches I think is achievable on that one because it's only one colour. And then my next WIPGO board is the one that's over 100,000 stitches. So Henry VIII, which is on there. Where are we? Henry VIII, 1,000 stitches, and Delightful Waltz, 500 stitches. Now, Henry VIII, I think the 1,000 stitches is going to be achievable because there's a lot of block colour in this. Where did I put my tablet? Hang on. So I'm just going to pull a little bit of the pattern up for Henry VIII, and actually for Heaven and Earth Designs, it's one of those ones that it's actually quite pleasing to see. So bear with one sec. Henry VIII, where are you? Where art thou? So look, that's just one of the colours. So I think that doing 1,000 stitches on Henry VIII is going to be definitely achievable. That's another one. You know, that's, so I've got way more block colour on Henry VIII. So when I've done these WIPGO boards, I've actually looked at what the pattern looks like. If it's one that is confetti crazy, I've really limited my stitch count on that one. I've pulled it right down and reined it in. If like my Henry VIII one, I've got a lot of block colour, I can do 1,000 stitches because I can smack that out in a day. So that is my Henry VIII. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Hans Holbein, and I think that is an incredible piece of artwork. I'm doing this one on 18 count, I think, because I wanted it big. I wanted the finish to be really nice and big. So I've got 1,000 stitches on that one. And then the next one I've got Delightful Waltz 500 stitches, and I think that I'm going to be able to do that one quite easy as well because I've got a lot of block colour in this. This one is it's by Artisy, Delightful Waltz. This is the large one, and the artwork is by Leonid Afrimov. I hope I haven't butchered that, but that's stunning, absolutely beautiful. And you know what, this picture does not do it justice, because when you see the colours that are coming out on my fabric, it's absolutely stunning. They're so vibrant. So this is going to be beautiful when it's finished. I'm doing this one on 20 count 1/1 because it's a very large piece anyway. So and I think I'm going to put that in my office because it's all colour, it's beautiful and colourful. So that's the main aim for that one. Stormy, Enchanted Snowman, Henry VIII, Delightful Waltz, Twisted Band, Stamp, Futile. Okay, so that is my WIPGO. Now, I think from what I remember doing the Full Fanatics, I have to do 500 stitches on something that's got red in it. So I'm going to go back to my stitch that I'm going to do on the 25th of each month, which is my Santa, and I'm going to see if I can smash out 500 stitches on the 25th. If I can't, I'll do it 25th and 26th, because then that gets my 500 stitch count in, and also I have worked on something red, so that's great. And then if, and only if, I manage to achieve all of that, which is probably going to be highly unlikely, if I have any more time, I really want to start getting some of this done. I don't know how much I've done on this from the beginning of the year. It'd be interesting to see on the whip parade that I do. This is the Bountiful Bookshelf, but this has got, it's like 726,000 stitches. I'm doing this one on 18 count because again, I wanted this to be massive. In hindsight, I'm kind of wishing that I'd done it on 20 count now, but I hadn't really found 20 count by then, and I did want to do it on a big piece. In my head, I'm like, I want to start this again, but honestly, I've been working on this for 2 years, and I think I've only done like 4 pages, so there is no way that I'm not going to start this again. It's just too big. This is the max color super size. So yeah, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. So that is it for my monthly update. I mean, yeah, I think I've done all right. I think considering everything that's been going on and everything that is going on in my life right now, I actually think that I've done pretty well. And that's only 2 weeks, because my other one, my last month's video was so late. I think I ended up doing it in mid-December. So, and this is the 1st of January. So this is really good. I think what I'm going to do actually is I am going to get this edited, get it up, and whilst it's going up, you know, being uploaded, I'm then going to do my other video, my whip parade, because I just think from a time perspective that would be much better, because all I need to do is flip this video around, because I have to kind of, everything is the other way around unless I flip it round. All I got to do is edit the pictures to go in to show you the before, and whack it up and do my thumbnail. So it's really not a hell of a lot of work. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash that out, get it up for you to all see. Then I'm going to do my whip parades. I've worked on my plans, told you what my plans are for 2023. So yeah, I think we're good to go. So if you've enjoyed this, thank you so much for coming back to see my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, if you could press the subscribe button and the notification bell and press give me a thumbs up, that would be absolutely fantastic. But happy stitching, guys. And if anyone is in the Teresa Little Stitcher Sal, pop a comment in the comments box, let me know, introduce yourself, say hello. I'd love to see sort of, you know, who we've got there. We've got a Facebook page, which is amazing because everyone's putting up what they're working on. Everyone's putting up like how excited they are. And there was a lovely lady, I don't know what her name was, but she posted something saying, where is everyone from? And there was like 400 comments we've got a hell of a lot of people doing this sale, and it's absolutely amazing. And I am just so honoured that you guys have stuck with me, that I've been able to make some lifelong friends through this YouTube channel. And I'm so honoured that I know so many people, and that we have got a love, we share a love of cross stitch, and that we can all come together and help each other and support each other, and, you know, get people, you know, I know a lot of people lose their stitchy bug. Everyone does. I think it's just, you know, a natural progression of when you've done a lot of stitching, you get to a point where you're like, oh, I can't do it anymore. But this community is absolutely fantastic for picking people up and supporting people, and you know, talking to people and getting them, you know, their passion back. And I absolutely love that, and I'm so honoured to have made some really, really good friends, to be able to speak to people. I mean, I've got a lot of subscribers that comment on my channel every single month, and I absolutely make sure that I don't just put a heart. I individually go back to every single person. But they are the same people that come up all the time. CJ Stitches, Anna Dion. I mean, they've got so many people that come up, and it's so nice to hear from you on a monthly basis, because I feel like this is the reason that I do this, and I absolutely love it. And I'm just so honoured that I've been able to make some really good friends, and that we are all just enjoying the journey, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's a journey, and people have got such beautiful projects. People's work is so stunning. Some of the work that people do is just like, wow, absolute wow. It blows me away, and people are so talented. And I'm just so honoured to be part of that community, and I thank you, and I thank everyone that subscribed to my channel, everyone that has joined me on the journey. Even if you don't subscribe to my channel but you watch me every single month, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart, because sometimes being out here is really difficult because I'm away from my family, and it's a way that I can I'm gonna get really emotional now. It's just a way that I can feel like I'm important in people's lives. And I really thank you for that. And I'm going to go now because I'm going to start crying. But yeah, I mean, the last couple of weeks has been really difficult for me out here, especially with the Christmas period. I was on my own for Christmas. None of my family are here. So I think the stitching has really kept me going. And you guys have kept me going. So thank you, and have a fantastic new year. Enjoy your stitching. And I will come back less blubbered for a really good whip parade. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.